Welcome to Spain, to the Alicante province, which itself is part of the Valencia region of southeastern Spain. The city of Alicante is its capital, but the area is best known as a hive of famous resorts for enjoying the beaches of the Mediterranean coast, from the infamous Benidorm to the more laid-back Calpe with its huge and instantly recognisable limestone rock jutting out into the sea. What many people don't know, and that included me until I came and stayed here and started exploring the region on my bike, is that inland lies a varied and rugged terrain that features hundreds of kilometres of breathtaking roads and countless villages and castles and assorted historical sites that are deserving of your time and attention. Here we're going to take a look at a relatively short circular route in the Marina Alta area that I discovered while staying in the tiny but very welcoming village of Benialí that is part of a string of 8 villages on a well-known hike along the Gallinera Valley. This loop is actually situated pretty close to the first of our roads features that we called the Guadalest Museum route. As you can see, half of this proposed route follows the bottom of the beautiful Gallinera Valley, while the other half traverses the higher, more barren, less populated escarpment to the south.
Okay, start of a delightful little 54 kilometre loop. I happen to be starting in the village of Benialí. Just started off, so tyres haven't even got a kilometre under them. 400 metres or something. Yeah, I'm starting in the village of Benialí, but because as always it's a loop, you can start wherever on the loop you wish. Quite narrow minor roads on a lot of the route, but this being Spain, they are beautifully surfaced. You'll struggle to see a pothole or anything on them. I don't think there is a pothole on them. A little bit dusty, as I'm finding out, and even though it's a pretty sunny day and it is early afternoon, about 1:30 in fact, temperature saying what, 16, 15 degrees, less in the shade, a bit chilly, so I've got the heated grips on, forgive me. And from my one little recce ride, I don't think there's a single speed trap to be seen, so hopefully nothing to worry about in that respect. Although, well, you know what it's like, any decent motorbike, it's too easy to speed even when it's really tight, which a lot of these roads are. And it's one of those loops that, look, you're not going to enjoy particularly on a 200 horsepower superbike, although, you know, nothing to stop you doing it on something like that. And it's a route that will make you want to stop frequently just to have a look at the views, which are stunning. And some of the walking and hiking in this area must be lovely. I had a quick walk with Obi up the side of these mountains for a couple of hours last night. Yeah, absolutely beautiful. Get past here. I know it's a solid white line, but you know, among friends. Oh, boo! Car spoiling the fun. It's not just the UK or South Africa, it's a worldwide phenomenon. It's a Sunday, and the Sunday drivers are the same wherever you are on the planet. Bloody slow and cautious. I mean, bloody slow. Oh dear, a wheelie. What a shame. Oh no. Bit of straight road, it's hard to resist really. So here we are, the valley's starting to open up, and we're coming out towards the Mediterranean Sea, and I'm heading for the town of Pego.
Now it's simply a matter of blasting through to the town of Pego on an open stretch of road that will see you hit the highest speeds on the entire loop. There are no speed cameras, but it is entirely possible that you may encounter some of the local traffic cops on the approach to the town, so be aware. Pego is also the only place where the navigation can get a bit tricky.
I missed the bloody directions. Say something, to. I don't know which way to go. Shit. Can I go that way? Do you think I can go this? I don't think I can go.
If you need fuel, then this is also the best place on the circuit to find it. There's a couple of cheap fuel stations that require only a very small detour.
Okay, here we go. I think it's the waterworks, yeah. Then we need to turn right, start heading up the hill. Yeah, some great views. Just depends how hard you're riding the road, because it's entertaining, but then the views are distracting. All I can say is don't try and do both. Yeah, small, tight, dusty hairpins. Don't look at the view. Yep. Oh, hello. Don't frighten the cyclist, whatever you do. Okay. Hairpin time. First gear time. Oh, that's tight. Oh, that's tight. I nearly buggered that out. That's tight. And another one. Might as well have some first, lad. Much as it is tempting to stop and look at the view frequently, and there's nothing wrong with doing that, of course. If I remember correctly, you might as well just wait until you basically get to the top. The best view, unsurprisingly, is from the top. Although I'll probably stop and have a look and get the camera out again, because the type of idiot I am, even when I know better. Oof. Yeah, a little bit cold here. Just felt a very slight movement from the rear there on the gas, and I'm not being too silly. Well, I suppose it depends on your definition of silly. I have this bad habit when I'm passing stuff that's... Well, that's a cracking view though, isn't it? Nice, he's enjoying himself. RSV4, I think. Yeah, I have this habit when I'm motoring along a road like this and you're passing quite close to traffic coming down the other way. I don't know if you're the same, but I often find my eyes trying to lock on to the drivers of the cars coming the other way. I think I'm addicted to the gawping looks that you often catch, since you tend to be going much quicker than them. Little rocks here and there, just something to be aware of. They don't need to be too big to cause you some serious problems, and it sounds weird, but it actually takes a bit of experience to make sure you miss them, because the easiest thing to do is just fixate on them, have a look at them, and you tend to hit things that you look at. So you need to train yourself to look at the gap next to it, or another bit of the road beyond it, and just resist the urge to look at the rock that you think might give you some hassles. You know, look at the piece of tar to the left or right of it, the gap that you need to aim for, and just use your peripheral vision to, if you're worried about the rock itself. But yeah, in environments like this, as you can see, That's always something to be aware of. Oh, there's the road ahead of us, going up the side. That's the top of the pass up there then. The view is like a magnet for your eyeballs. I need to concentrate on this road, but you do want to keep having a quick check. But hang on, almost at the top and we can have a proper look. Okay, view of the sea sorted out, but don't get too comfortable because around this corner and then this one, we're going to come across somewhere else you'll want to stop. Look at that gorge. That is worth a look.
Yeah, the climb out of Pego is one of those where you sort of want to stop at every third or fourth hairpin as you get higher and higher, because the view just keeps getting better and better, and then you want to stop and take pictures, but you might as well wait until you get to the very top of the pass, which is up near 600 meters. An amazing view down the coastline, and then within about half a k, just as you go over the other side of the pass, you come here and it gives you a fantastic view of the road ahead on a kind of plateau up here, and a view down into this gorge, which you probably can't see because of the sun. Quite spectacular. And having a look around on my All Trails app, there's a lot of wonderful walks around here as well if you want to spend a bit of time in the area and you're into your hiking, and I can see why. But this gorge in particular is makes me want to grab Obi and come for a walk. But I'm not here for walking, I'm here for riding, and the view that way, very enticing indeed. Yeah, let's get on with it.
Okay, having feasted on views once again, time to get back onto the loop, and you'll notice that the quality of the tar has changed. It's got even better. I think it's slightly newer, and it's sort of, if you look at it closely, it glistens at you like it's got millions of little diamonds buried in it, and whatever's in the surface, it immediately feels a load more grippy. Wow, oops, don't get distracted by the view again, which is very easy. Yeah, definitely feeling a little bit more confident throwing the front end into a turn now. I presume they're going to get round to resurfacing the bit of the pass that we came up from Pego on as well at some point, but this is, I mean, and it's not just the surface again, it's the fact that there's no dips and bumps as such in it. Oh wow, I mean, it is genuinely much better than a lot of the racetracks around the world that I've ridden on. Stunning quality. Oh, I love it! Absolutely love it! Hello. I think we need to be right here, just over the bridge. I nearly missed it. There we go. doesn't get much better. Ah, smooth. I wish you could feel. Oh, it's just ridiculous. Oh, another amazing view. Back the way we've come. We should have a stop and have a quick look at that. Times when the road is just so lovely and the weather's perfect and the scenery is just breathtaking. I sometimes feel I mean, look, there's no traffic or anything. It's perfectly dry. The road is much grippier than anything I've found in Spain recently. It's just perfect. And I just sort of start whooping and giggling to myself. I mean, that's where we've come from, over the col, the pass there. Just the other side of that ridge is where you can get the views of the sea. And it's a nice road down that valley, and then past the edge of this village it just opens up again, and yeah, it's wow. Yeah, okay. I think I was getting a bit giddy there, but still. I mean, if you're a biker and you love roads and you love bikes, and I mean, it's like dream stuff, you know? I can't be alone in thinking this, can I? I mean, I used to live in the UK in a town called Macclesfield, at the bottom of a very famous British mountain pass, if you like, called Cat and Fiddle. And there weren't many people who were quicker than us locals at the bottom of that, on those mountain roads. And it's a good road, don't get me wrong, that's a really entertaining road, but so is this. Oh. Don't wave at the nice motorcyclists when you need to be riding. Oh, look, can you see it glistening, the road, the squinting and glinting. Glinting is a better word, not glistening. Okay, pay attention. They put those here. Oh, you don't want to be going straight on there. That's not, yeah, that'll sting a bit. Oh, look at this. Look at the road, man. It's just cream. Pretty unforgiving, I would say, if you lose concentration, which hopefully I'm not going to do. I get carried away. Look at it. Okay, that is 100 mile an hour, maybe third. Where's that going? Bit of a crest. Oh, there's the road again over there. Whoa, bit of a roller coaster effect. Yeah, it's kind of big motard territory. Naked bike like this is perfect, but, and I suppose as always, a big adventure bike be entertaining. Not that you need the suspension travel at all, because the road's so bloody perfect. I know I keep banging on, but really, I mean, I think years of living in South Africa, where we've got some great roads, too few unfortunately, but the state of them is becoming, well, shocking, to be fair. And then other places have been like Italy, where the roads are also shockingly bad at times. Yeah, it's oh, hello, downhill. This is tight. Yeah, definitely got some burning around here, don't we? Wow. Wow, this must have been spectacular when the fires ripped through here. Look at the road though! Look at the road! Oh! Sort of thing you find in a computer game, it's just bloody perfect. Challenging but flowing. Tight but grippy. Uphill, downhill. off camber, positive cambers. Yeah, no resetting button though, remember, so let's keep the mistakes out of the ride. Okay, there's jagged teeth over there. That ridge over here now, just on the other side, so we're halfway around the loop, I would say, maybe a bit more here, I think, maybe. Yeah, over this ridge line anyway, down in the bottom is the village where I started, Benialí. Look at this burning now. I wonder when. Oh well, back to the road. Look at it. Oh. Wow, that tightened up. No bloody chevrons there. Oh, it's brilliant. All I can think of is riding it back the other direction, and that's a sign of a good road, isn't it? When you get towards the end of it and you go, oh, let me just turn around and do it again. Because they've got an entirely different, it's like a new road going back the other way. Scooter. Hello, geezer. Looks a bit serious. Oh, a little bit of air. Yes, I cheated with a bit of clutch. Oh, the temptation. I don't know, it's like an addiction with me. If there's a crest, I either want to boot it with a load of throttle or help it with the clutch. Yeah, it's quite a short loop, well, 54 k's, and if you don't bother with the views or stop and have a look at any of the culture, it's not going to take you long. In fact, you could quite easily add this loop to the first loop that I did. Make it a longer day. But if you want to check the views out and have something to eat, check out the villages along the main valley. It's worth coming here just for this loop, I think, for this loop on its own. Okay, where are we? Okay, straight. A straight, you say? Oh, I don't mind if I do, old man. Yeah, there we go. Oh, three-wheeler. Good stuff, mate. You can lob that in. Try not to... Another straight back. What is it with people? Give them a wave. Everyone always looks so serious. You should be enjoying yourself. You should be smiling. I am. Giggling occasionally, hollering like a child. But kids know how to enjoy themselves, don't they? So as far as I'm concerned, nothing wrong. Oh, sweeping, flowing. Lean over the line in the centre, which is a bit of a no-no, but nothing coming. Wow, a bump in the road? Never. Yeah, sometimes it can go from high RPM third, maybe fourth gear, and you get in a long turn and it just gradually tightens up. You find yourself changing down to second. I'm in bloody first now, what's that about? Not too much of a strain on this road though, because as I say, this surface that is glinting and winking at me is very, very grippy, so you don't really feel too stressed having to load up the front. Okay, so we're joining the 700, CV700. That way would be back to that other loop. It's not too far down there, down the other end of that valley. But this is the way we need to go now. There's our village, Benialí, 12 k's. So we must have done, what's the maths? 42 k's, is that right? That went quickly. Okay. But this route is, well, I'm about to say, another great view back to that valley. Oh. What I was going to say, yes, this route is the more major route, and the more busy. You're more liable to meet a lot of traffic along here, he said. Not seeing any traffic at all. Very cold in the shaded bits. I love the... You know, I really need no ABS on those on the rear there, because that would be quite handy just to slide it a tiny bit to help turn the bike. But I was going to say, I love those changes of direction when you're already on the brakes, going one way then the other. But I did nearly mess that up, it's true. Al Patro. Begin to sound like Fraser's dad now. Do you ever watch Fraser? I remember they went on a RV trip, and Fraser's dad was just reading out loud the signs and the shop names and I don't know if it's an age thing, but me and the missus keep catching ourselves doing the same thing. It sent Fraser mad, and yeah. I apologise. That's exactly what I just did. Aha! Let's stop and have a look at the view along the villages.
At several points along the valley floor, there are some stunning vistas that give you a great view of several of the villages of the valley from the one vantage spot. About halfway down the valley is this place, where you've got the information board that shows you the 8 villages on the famed Gallinera Valley hiking route. The best time of year to visit, at least in terms of the scenery, would be March, when the cherry trees that line much of the valley sides start to flower, coating many of the surrounding hillsides in a layer of white blossom.
So there we go. Those teeth, those ridges, that's what we were on the other side of, probably, I don't know, what, 20 minutes ago or something? Not even that. It's up there where the burnt remnants of that forest are. So nearly at the end of the loop, nearly back at the village of Benialí. And I have to say, look, it's a delightful short little route. This valley road is good, but that one up at the top on the kind of escarpment on the higher land is just fabulous. I really feel, in fact I think I might turn the cameras off, download the footage, and I'm just going to go back round the other way, because that section of road up there with that new surface, because it is properly grippy, that's properly extraordinarily good fun. And all we did was see 2 old blokes on scooters. Oh, did I see maybe 1 or 2 other bikes? Whatever, it ain't crowded, is it? Yeah, if you get the chance, or if you know the area, I'm not at all in any way, I haven't been here long enough to explore too far, but in the short time I have been here, this really did seem like a loop worth doing. I'm sure there are many more routes to explore in the region, but if you ever find yourself here, then please give this one a try. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. And as I say, if you're from the area, or you know the area, perhaps add in the comments, there we go, Benialí, this is us, add in the comments any other alternative routes you think are worth riding in the area, or if you don't even like this one for some reason. Maybe I'm completely wrong about it. I don't think so. Well, I've had a great time staying in the village, but this is just the easiest way for me to get down, especially with the camping car with the van. Can't help saying camping car, as the French do. It just sounds ace. Here we go. In the parking municipal. He said in a French accent in Spain. That's not right, is it? Yeah, this is where we've been staying the last couple of days. I think we'll have one more night here, maybe two. I might stay here an extra day and hike up to the top of those with Obi. Anyway, that's besides the point, but this is where we stayed. I came down here with a van. It was on the Park for Night app. Up here, just a bit of relatively flat land, and there's the van with a trailer up against the back of it, and I shall park the bike next to the van. And that, ladies and gents, is that. The route is done. That top bit on the higher bit of land is truly something very special, and it's worth coming just for that segment. But for the whole segment, yeah, give it a go. I think you'll enjoy it. See ya on the next road, wherever that might be.
Before I see you in the next video though, I forgot to give this Gallinera Valley loop a score. On this channel we score roads from 1 to 3 stars. 1 star being worth a visit if you're already in the area. 2 stars denote a road so good that if you're in the country, it's worth making the effort to find this road and ride it. While 3 stars mean the route is so good, it's worth making it a destination in its own right. In other words, travelling to the country just to ride this road wouldn't be out of order. And then finally there's 3 stars and a golden bucket, because this is a road that you simply must make every effort to ride before you die. Play the lotto, sell body parts, find the money somehow, because your life will be simply unfulfilled until you've ridden it. This Gallinera Valley route is good. Some of it is hugely entertaining, and there are some pretty impressive viewpoints as well, but I'm only going to give it 1 star. It's good enough to merit you searching it out if you're in the area, but I wouldn't travel across Spain just to ride it. Good, but not brilliant.